Howdy folks, today we're going to be watching a little bit of television, VHS to be precise, whilst we have a read of Foraging 5. We've changed our hair, thought we'd mix it up, couldn't look any more of a penis than we already did, but Foraging, you see, we've got to 8, so we can push that to 9. And that, among other things, is what we intend to do. Priorities right now are to push carpentry up to level 8. Level 7, because we want to build a rain collector barrel on top of the sink outside, just to see if we can get fresh running water based on collecting rain, see if that actually works. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, we'll have a smoke as well, of course we will. So let's have a smoke. And then we'll get a video into this VCR. So apparently Mother's Boy will give us a skill increase of some sort. I feel a bit cheap. I would get around to watching all these things anyway, but it feels cheap, like reading this stuff on the wiki or reading it in articles. We obviously didn't finish our cigarette. Short blade, there we go. We got a little bit of an increase in short blade, which is cool. And now we can remove Mother's Boy. We no longer need that. I thought we did have a cigarette. That's suspicious. Okay. Obviously didn't finish the job. So Mother's Boy can go back in. Let's see if satin silk does anything. And boredom loss is always good. What the fuck's this thing about then? You will not go until I say you can go. Do you want to hurt me? Indeed, my dear, I do. Oh no. Okay. Liar, you're a liar. Pants are on fire, indeed. Told you all about me, didn't she, Freddy? You bloody well did. Oh dear, you're a fucking liar, Freddy. Oh dear. Oh, he's getting called out. There's a bit of argy-bargy, a bit of buffeting going on. But yeah, the long and the short is we need to get through this this skill book, which is a long old slog, especially when you get to these later ones, and they are bloody pages and pages long, right? Let's see if these fitness club videos actually do anything at all. Oh, no, we don't want to. Oh, God's sake. No, Richard. Play. I'll be really interested to see if this gives us some sort of an increase on fitness, because this is a very difficult skill to increase. I suppose if we're not exercising along with it, then I suppose it does very little. Yeah, it did absolutely nothing at all. Do we still get... I was about to say, if you watch it again, like back to back, do you get boredom reduction? And is there like a cycle, like, you know, is it when it gets to like a week or something, can you put the same video in, play it again, and then you get boredom relief? Let's have a read of this. Very tired, yes, hungry. We found that trapping magazine, folks, which was handy. But the bad news is that the only things you can construct as a result of that magazine require trapping levels higher than I have. So it's a bit of a paradox, a bit of a catch-22. I can't increase my trapping if I can't build traps. Although we do have mouse traps, don't we? So yeah, let's actually go about placing some mouse traps. Now here's the stupid thing, is you don't need to place mouse traps. You don't need to increase trapping at all, you know. Eating vegetables alone is not the most nutritious choice. You tend to lose weight quite quickly. Not always a bad thing. But to get those calories, to get that protein, fishing is a good option. But we've got 3 mouse traps, and we do have some peanut butter somewhere, which we'd probably be better off just eating the goddamn peanut butter, right? I can't remember how we do this. Do we laden it with... Or do we have to like set the mouse trap? Fucking hell. Oh, place trap, mouse trap, okay. Cool. I'm going to put one under the picture here. Add bait, peanut butter. We're going to put one by our crops. Whoops, no. See if it does any good there. I mean, realistically, that's where mices would be, right? Add bait, peanut butter. It's cool, you can actually wash yourself in the puddles, you know. Just myself, that I can't wash my clothes in it. It's maybe a bit too shallow, but we could always strip off and lay down and thrash around in the puddle, which at this juncture I don't think is a terrible idea. I think I can get on board with that. You see we've got the ice thing here ready to fill up with some fish fillets which we brought in, and we can go out fishing and get more, but I'm quite a lazy man. I figure that we will catch some more insects. So you can see here we're starting to get some stuff going. We've got maggots. I'm sure we found a cricket as well. There we go. So yeah, a bit more foraging, a bit more insect gathering, then we'll go out to do some more farming. It's getting to this point in the game where you're not compelled to do anything at all. You can ignore these things. You don't have to obsess and think, oh Christ, I've got no skill points in trapping, I better level it up. It's just, it becomes madness in a sense, you know. But fuck it, we're going to do it anyway, aren't we? Partly because of not boredom, but you know, just that sense of wanting to continuously improve, which is what life is. Life finds a way. That's what it's all about. Yeah, so that's enough from me. We'll get ready to go out on a bit of a mission. Maybe take the shotgun, try and get some aiming skill increase for the sheer fuck offness of it. And folks, just so you know, I've created a beans, vegetable and fish soup, which I'm rather proud of. You can put chickpeas in here, you can put the lentils. I think someone once told me that stews is the most versatile thing in terms of being able to get stuff in there, but soups are amazing. You can chuck fucking nearly anything into a soup. I think it was offering me to put crackers in the soup and stuff, but you know, we've made the lovely soup, and it's pretty hefty. And it's the most amount of spices I've ever stuck into one soup. So we are going to bloody well cook it in the oven like a rich person, you know, with the electricity on still, in the face of the apocalypse, privileged and all that. Read the book, watch the soup bubble away. Oh, and it's burning. Oh, and we picked up sunflower seeds, and we're panicking. You know, when you talk like that, you sound panicked. So we have our soup, guys, and we still have our salad, and we're going to eat it, and we're going to go to bed, and we're going to get rid of this encumbrance, and we are going to catch up with you very soon. Jonno out. Why? I'll tell you for why, because we have reached carpentry level 7. How did we do it, you ask? How did we do that? How on earth did we manage that? Oh, the bastards. Yeah, this fire is going to go for like 3 days. I've put so much fuel on there in terms of scrap wood. Well, we did it by replacing the crates with walls for no particular reason other than to advance that skill. Now, I'm not sure if trapping mice works the same as the other things where you need to be a certain number of tiles away. I wouldn't have thought so, because mice and rats are ooh, we witnessed the fire going out, guys. That's quite something. Rats and mice are very, very, very busy little fuckers, and they're quite shameless. You know, I've had some crawling on me before back at university. I was visiting a mate who went to Nottingham University. He's a clever dude. Shout out to Phil Roberts. And yeah, when I was visiting him, we were there for a sporting tournament. I couldn't get any fucking sleep because these mice and rats were literally crawling over me as I tried to sleep. And I was like, dude, you need to sort this fucking house out, man. Yeah, so they're not really scared of people, you know what I mean? You shouldn't really need to plant these traps, you know, thousands of yards away from where we're stomping around, because they've got some neck, man. They've got some bottle, and they're hungry, productive little bastards they are. So yeah, anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. What did I bring us in for? Yes, cooking +1. We need to read the book. We need to do more goddamn reading, which we're not chuffed about. But carpentry is the one. So let's get these cabbages into the fridge. I've decided that these pots are worth their weight in gold, right? And if we make a good old hearty soup that's going to weigh about, what, 3 or 4 or so stones, or whatever the fuck you call it in this game. I imagine we can freeze it, right? We don't need to cook it necessarily straight away. We can freeze it, and that's going to make a hearty meal in the winter when we defrost it and cook it up. Yes. So let's go out and get some lumber. What do we need to make? We need garbage bags. What do we need to make? What we need to make. So, rain collector barrel, sir. Rain collector barrel, rain collector barrel. Why is it both called a barrel? Anyway, it doesn't matter. We need 4 planks, which is absolutely fine. 4 garbage bags, which again is pretty easy. Garbage bag 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's do it to it. The only thing is falling to our death. That's the only potential bummer here. Take the log. Take the log, Richard. Is that a red tree? I believe I have a kind of a policy where I don't cut down red trees. That's the way that Richard rolls. That something about his paganism is coming through now. And if it's a red tree, I have no idea if this is a thing in paganism, but the red tree is obviously the best. Is the divine tree. It's the singing tree. It's the tree of the third eye. It's the tree that we don't cut down. Essentially, it's like the cows in the Hindu culture. We don't muck about with it. Oh, careful, Richard. It's a good way to harm yourself. Right, so we do have enough to build it, but we need 1, 2, 3 more. Or should I say 2 more? So it's not a great idea to play this drunk, I suppose. Wooden floor, but you know, whatever. Oh yes. Please let me build here. Yes. I was worried that the roof might interject with our plans. So we need to cut down another tree, which is absolutely fine. Yeah, and we'll get enough planks to do that. No problemo, no prob, as he says in 12 Monkeys. 12 Monkeys is a fascinating film. I love Terry Gilliam. I love the fact he was involved in Monty Python, and very artistic. He once had a hold of Dune, I'd have you know. Dune is amazing. Dune is like the sci-fi bloody version of Lord of the Rings. It's an excellent novel, and it okay, yeah, it went off in weird fucking places. you know, when he went on to the other books and then his son took over. But Mr. Herbert knew what he was doing with his Fremen, with his Liet Kynes and all the rest of that bollocks. Richard knows all about it, but it's barely a memory to him now. He's been in the zombie game, in the shunting game, and in the masturbation game, and in the farming, and you know, looking around and washing his clothes and being on guard and on edge. He's been in that game for so long, he doesn't know what's real anymore, bless him. Puddles are real. Puddles are real. Even puddles on floors that you've built above imaginary support systems. Those puddles are real, Richard. Don't worry about it, mate. Don't think about it. The trick is not to think about it. Wasn't that a Rick and Morty quote? You know, what if Hitler cured cancer? The trick is not to think about it. And sometimes, as humans, that's what we need to do, right? Don't overthink it. Just crack on. Crack on with it, lad. I wouldn't call this furniture myself. I wouldn't call a rain collector barrel furniture, but fuck it. We'll allow it. Right, there we go. For God's sake, Rich, I'm going to absolutely smash these stairs out, and we can know that we've got 1, 2, 3. 3 as a little rain cubby thing, so that we can go over here. We might even put a sofa there, and we can read. Now, in the old version of the game, I'm sure you could actually rest on chairs, and rest on sofas, and rest on bears. It's time for me to go. When it next rains, I'm going to bring you back in so we can test this together about whether this makeshift sink actually works. If it does, that will be bloody awesome. Hoorah! Well, hello folks, we are raiding the suburban area. We're anxious, we're thirsty, we're hungry, it's not looking great. The trailer park boys, and collecting beer and all sorts. They have to pay the fiddler, right, you know. But we have a gun case here, so, ooh, 2 boxes of .45. An M19 pistol. Apparently this one is quite loud, is it? I'm going to take all of this because, again, you know, in fact we might, it's 10 o'clock now, but we might pop off a few rounds as well. Let's get rid of the gun case. Let's get rid of the gun case. We don't need that anymore. The fuck was that? Is that lightning? Yeah, we don't need that. So, but we are suffering with quite a lot of negative things here. So, let's not be remiss. Let's fill up at least one of the empty bottles. Okay, what is that on the countertop? Canned carrots. We'll take that as well. Okay. Dismantle that. Head back to the car. We have been pretty much cleaning house down here. Smashing to pieces all of these rednecks. Where the bloody hell's the car? There it is. Goodness me, we can't see anything. Did we just managed to dismantle our own wristwatch. Well done, Jonno. I'm going to have to start favouriting some more things. We did the same thing with our coveralls and overalls earlier on when we were ripping sheets. So yeah, I'm going to have to be quite careful to favourite some of this stuff. But essentially we are going to get to sleep in the car. We are going to lock the doors. Lock all doors. Interesting. We're going to have a smoke, if we're allowed. And now we need to find another digital watch. So we have to go killing more zombies. Which sucks. Yes, we want to sleep and we don't even have an alarm to wake us up now. But what we may well do is have a go with this. Have a little razz on it. No, sir. Right. Insert magazine. Well, yeah, I did ask for that to be put there, but hey ho, whatever. Pressing R does nothing, so it appears that we have to manually do this. Cool, okay. I'm a bit bummed out about losing our watch though, I've got to say. I don't know why it was sitting in our normal kind of inventory. Remove broken glass. Okay. We're not going to pass up the opportunity to dismantle this bed either, folks, because it's really good XP going on there. Oh, dried kidney beans. And marinara. I think we'll take all of that. Yeah, good eats. Very good eats. Wooden cutting board. I don't know if we need any cutting boards, that particular stuff. But yeah, we're going to go and ferry this back to the car. Come on, mate. Do as you bloody well told, eh? Fucking hell. Okay, so we're going to drop off a lot of this stuff. Oh no, no, we have a customer. Right. God's sake. Well, that's not very good, is it? Ah, ammo count 0. So, it's a load of old bollocks then. We're just going to go with the trusty pickaxe, which never lets us down. Because it's quite sturdy. Well, you have a pen on you. Are you not even wearing any underwear, sir? You're a bloody disgrace. Right, guys. Well, I'll catch you in a bit then. That was somewhat of a failure. If anything more interesting happens, then you shall know about it.